Yeah, he's my family friend, Sha. It's a family friend, so he traveled out and he came to Dubai. He was like, that why am I in Nigeria and wasting that there's job opportunities in Dubai here. So I told him that I would like to come, but it's the money. He said okay, that he's going to help me out if I come, I work and I'll pay him bit by bit by monthly. I told him, okay, which kind of works is that? He said it's housemaid and all these cleaning jobs for ladies. I told my mom and she accepted. So that was how I came to Dubai. My main aim was I told him I would not like to be house help. What I would like to do is cleaning job, like in offices, like malls or all this kind of female cleaning jobs. But I don't want to stay in someone's house like a housemaid.
Right.
So my aim was cleaning job. It was an agreement before I came that if I start work, I'll be paying him monthly. But I got to this place and he was like, the first day I get here, he allowed me rest. The next day, he collected my passport and he said he's going to submit it to the company and where I'm going to work. Then I waited for like 2 days. I didn't hear from him, and I called him and I said, "Look at, I've been here for like 3 days now, and I've not started work." He said that was I expecting him to get a job for me. That I'm supposed to use what I have as a lady to get what I need. So I was like, I told him I don't understand what you're saying. He said that the main aim of me coming here was to go into prostitution and make money for him and also make for myself. So that was how it all started. Then Anna said that that was not my discussion with you and that was not what I had in plans to do. He said that if I don't do it, that he's going to lock me up in the house and I'll be forced to do it. That what I'm supposed to pay him is 35,000 dirhams, which is 3.5 million naira in Nigerian currency. It was too bad because I was forced and beaten into doing it. So I cried all day and for weeks I didn't get myself. It
So
was just like I was being forced and raped. I was very scared, but there was no how for me to survive, no how to shout. The house is in. Even if I'm shouting, no one will hear from me. So I had no option. I was once beaten and I had to add a chill into my vagina, yes, for once. But he never locked me out of the house because he knows if he does that, I'll run away. So he never did that. Yeah, it was like one of his friends that visited the house that he wanted to force me to have sex with him without condom. So I was like, I refuse.
yeah.
I had to run out of the room. So Frank was like, he started having issues with the guy. Why will he ask me such thing that was not the deal. So after the guy left, Frank started beating me and saying that what I came here is to make money. I should do anything to make money for him and pay him his bills. That it doesn't concern him if I have sex with condoms or not. That is not his business. That what he needs is his money. So after that event, after like 2 weeks, one of his friends then helped me to leave the house. Like I escaped. Even my bags and my phone was with Frank. Everything, my clothes were with Frank. So I had to run and leave everything. I just left the house with one clothes, the one I was wearing. No phone, no money. So a friend helped me. He gave me 100 dirhams that I should leave Abu Dhabi because Frank would look for me. So I had to enter the bus that same day. I came up to Dubai. Luckily for me, I met a girl inside the bus. So I explained myself to her. She was a lady, she's from Nigeria. She's married now. So I explained myself to her. She decided to help me that she would stay in her house for a few days and find a way to go back to Nigeria. So I was in the house when I met my cousin, Joseph. I never expected to meet him. I was like, she sent me on an errand that she go get. She went out, she went to work. So she said she dropped the money for me and said there's no more, there's no food at home. That she's coming back, she'll buy what we'll cook. I should use the money that she dropped for me to use and buy something and eat. So I was like, I went down the street to get something to eat. On my way entering the grocery, I jammed Joseph where he was talking with his friends. He's a blood cousin. His mom singled my mom. Yeah, I know he was in Dubai. When I was still in Frank's house, I explained things to my mom and told my mom that this is not what I'm expecting, this is not what I'm seeing, that what I expect is not what I'm seeing, that I need help. So, and my mom doesn't have Joseph's number direct, so she has to go to his senior brother. But the senior brother didn't take the matter serious, so I never had his contact or anywhere to reach him. It's only that's my first month I arrived. That was when he was, because he feels that I doesn't have friends in Abu Dhabi that I can go, that I have no place to go, that I'll still come back to the house. So once in, because he normally go through my phone, so he started noticing that I now have UAE numbers that I'm saving in my phone. So he feels that if I leave the house, I will run away. He started locking me up. He refused me from going out.
So did he lock you in a room?
Yeah, I was locked in a room. We were three girls, but the other two girls were allowed to go out. They were free to do whatever they want to do because they agreed to do. They're fully into prostitution.
Yes.
But due to I refused and I was being stubborn,
Yes.
he locked me up.
Yes.
Sometimes I won't eat for like 2 or 3 days. I won't even test water. I'll just be in the room. Sometimes he will seize my phone and molesting me. Even he do beat me up with iron self and hangers. So I had no other option than just to stay till that day that God just wanted me to leave the house and he used his friend. Yeah, he normally beats me up with iron. Sometimes he will use kitchen knife. Yeah, he normally like the flat part of the knife. He normally use it to beat me. So there was this day he was beating me with a knife. So I had to push him. He knocked his head on the wall. So he had to go and treat himself for that one. Since then, he stopped beating me with knife. He will use his belt or he will just use any stick he see around. I've been for now by on the 11th of this month. I've been to make it 1 year. I'm in UAE. Was I spent 7 months in his house. Yeah, I do talk to my mom, but not frequently. Anytime I see my phone, I'll chat with her, but I'll still delete the chat so that Frank won't see it. I'll chat with her and talk with her. Yeah, I told her because Frank normally sometimes Frank would call her and be threatening her that if she doesn't talk to me to work and pay him his money, that he's going to kill me and bring back my corpse for her. So my mom was afraid. Sometimes she would chat me and she would tell me that I should not mind him, that she's praying for me, that I will leave the house in no time, that I should just hold my faith in God and that God will help me. So that was it. Actually my mom and my dad is not together. My mom and my dad divorced when I was still in primary school. So I grew up with my mom all my life and she's not that fit because she had accident. So when I finished my secondary school, I was the one I'll work and sometimes I'll be the one to feed the family because my senior brother too was still looking for work then and ever since then it's been hard for my family and that was why I agreed to come to here at the first place. Yeah, she's ever since I came to this place, my mom has been sick because she know I'm not safe. It's just when I started staying with Joseph, that was when she started getting herself because she know at least I'm safe and I'm okay with my cousin. So since then she started recovering. But all those while I've been with Frank, when I'm talking with my mom, I know that she's not feeling fine. She's just trying to pretend so that me myself I'll be strong.
Yes.
Yeah, I told her I'm coming, but she doesn't know that it has gotten to the extent of booking my tickets.